Okay, we're back. Hopefully for the last time.
We're not back yet. I gotta click the live button first. Because your stream isn't connected to me over here.
Okay.
There we go. Here we go. We are back.
Nothing has happened in Game 3. So at least if you're watching the VOD, nothing is cut off. Except for siding, which wasn't very interesting anyway, because you don't see...
It was just siding and us setting some Shia. But we've got our first turn draw. Rabbit is on the play. And we are back into it, heading into the start of our top 8 matches for the Grand Puy, our first ever modified GOAT format tournament. Same card pool, same rulings, modified ban list. It's been fun. Control proving dominant, but we have some spicy decks here at this top, including Stein, Ice Spice, Whale Walk aggro, as well as Reasoning Gate. And zombies. We have zombies as well.
Always like the zombies. Rabbit, I think Rabbit had a smoke screen in this, right? I think the first one was some sort of aggro variant and then smoked into Last Will. I'm wondering if they...
Believe so.
I'm wondering if Rabbit is still on the Last Will package or maybe he reverted back to the original deck. That's kind of the annoying part of facing smokescreen decks. You just never know what you're going to face in Game 3. So how are you going to side? It's complete guesswork. True Nate. Oh god. True Nate means it's a big one. This must be Last Will. This must be a big push. Does he have game? If this is a Gardener, this might be game.
Well, no, okay, he doesn't have anything. And we are back. Hello, Coach Jay. Welcome back. We were seeing an attempted game shot being completely thwarted by Chain Scapegoat, Chain Dust Tornado.
So it's very clear that we have to ban goats. No, it isn't.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta take the goats out of GOAT format, of course.
The problem is we have to be very literal here. Like, people are going to misconstrue whatever we say. So I'm not serious about wanting to ban goats.
That is a joke. We are joking. We are making a funny haha humor.
The joke is that you can't actually ban everything out.
Here's the thing, is that there actually is an argument for getting rid of goats, but also we just can't. We just can't do it.
I feel like banning goats could be a thing for, like, one patch. You know, kind of like the guest cards we've been talking about.
Goatless format.
Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Goatlessformat.com.
Goatless goat.
I think they'd pop a gasket. I think they'd all pop a gasket. The people would be rioting. It would be a huge revolution.
So what you could call... What we had somebody play that at locals like a few weeks ago, and they were so hyped because they played against a Monarch player and won a game. And that's just from the storyline, that's just amazing.
That's so cute. Coach J says limiting Scapegoat will be fine. I think even semi-limiting Scapegoat actually might be worthwhile.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I think there's...
Me neither. I'm just saying it would be fine.
I think goats have so much counterplay, and I feel like the longer this format would go, the further people would go into it. Like, for example, we haven't seen Enraged Battle Ox as well. Like, that's old school technology that would make a lot of sense in this. Just get that going. Enraged Battle Ox, Berserk Gorilla, and just let your rage flow.
Like the... What's it called? What's the card? Release? No. Wild Nature released.
That's kind of the limiter removal for beasts, right?
It adds the defense to the attack, which is significantly worse, but it also doesn't blow it up at the end, I'm pretty sure, so...
That's a good trade-off. Wait, Lily was set?
Yep, it doesn't blow it up.
That's good. Is that still a quick spell?
Mm-mm.
Ah, shame. Because that would have been nasty if you could Enrage Battle Ox.
Oh, it'd be insane. Mm-hmm. I think Beast Down might be a decent deck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Enrage Battle Ox has its place. The problem is that you still don't have an out to tear, right? You need to find a lot of reliable outs for that. Because that still stops you every single time.
I just think Wang Hu. I think Wang Hu is just being underplayed. That's all I'm saying. I think Wang Hu should be in mains of aggro decks.
There's also
now that we've gotten to this top 8, main Wang Hu.
Yeah, exactly. Wang Hu is kind of also the problem for Enraged Battle Ox, though, because Wang Hu kind of is the better Battle Ox. And as soon as it's established... Oh, we see the jar. As soon as it's established, the Battle Ox kind of doesn't use its effect anymore. So what are we seeing? We are seeing Mobius, we're seeing Abyss, Bazoo, Call, and MST. So at least a bit of a swing here. Unless
wait, hold on. Oh my god, this is a flip summon right on Rabbit's turn. This is huge.
Yep.
If Rabbit, and Mobius goes in a hand, he gets a bounce. He gets a bounce. This is huge.
What do you mean he gets a bounce? Why would he want to bounce?
He can if he wants to. He gets one. So we have to consider what that does for his lines. If he has Stein,
so you think if he has Last Will, there might be something nasty coming.
Last Will, or if he has Stein already, there's a lot of ways that Infusion's cap can be dead already. Right here. Hello, Corinna. Assura Priest plus Big Bang Shot. Honestly, is our double tap deck playing Assura Priest?
Yes.
Did we forget to add it?
It's in the
side. Good. Very important. Okay. There's Graceful.
Okay, there might be a game
Priest
shot.
of Death,
There might be a game
chance
shot.
of death is increasing.
There might be a game shot. I can feel it.
Let me just do some math here real quick.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what he bounces anyway, because any monster hits over, they have this almost the same defense. We know there's one bounce. We know there could be a Cyberstein. We know there's Last Will potential in the deck.
If he manages to get rid of the which one am I talking about here?
It doesn't matter because
one of them's a Sangan, whichever one the other one is.
Abyss.
I can say that 42, so 42 plus 18 plus 25 is lethal. So if we can get these both off the board and has a Stein, that's lights. But it's all okay.
Bazoo does
here comes Bazoo.
Maybe there's even defusion stuff going on.
That would be insane. I'd love to see it.
I mean, kind of also the question is like how much LP cost can you fit into one deck? But the Vox can
kind of stick it together.
There's the Vox.
Wait, double Stein?
We haven't seen the Last Will though. But
he has it in hand. He already has a Stein in hand.
It's actually double Stein.
And he hasn't activated the Abyss Soldier yet, so he gets to go ahead. Oh my god.
Wait, what? Why Ojama King?
Why?
What are we doing? Okay, fair.
Okay.
I was really very confused.
That makes more sense.
So
that makes a little bit more sense.
So what is this?
This is a God Karibo moment right here.
I know what the deck is called. The deck is called 2 Birds, 1 Stone.
2 birds, 1. Why is it called birds?
Because he called 2 with the sign. Like, there's Karibo! There's Karibo! Adam Sangan! It's not over! And now the Stein! The Stein is in attack! The Stein is in attack! He's going to lose! He is going to lose! He's going to double tap the Stein and still lose!
He had to just bounce the Karibo. He didn't bounce the Karibo.
No, Sangan. Sangan is the one. Because Sangan
he meant he had to bounce the
It was a 50-50.
But I meant, oh my god.
That is brutal. That is so brutal.
The hairball gets the fur ball, and that's probably lights out for Rabbit. My lord.
Yeah, also
what a way to go.
Exactly. This is just pure 50-50. This is unfortunate. Like, you really hate to see it. Losing a game on a 50-50 just feels awful.
But honestly, the spectacle of it all, the beauty, the composition, the splendor, this is awesome. This is some good content here. I hope you guys are all absolutely loving it. Destral, love you too. I hope you all are liking this new stream. I know I'm asking a lot of y'all, but please keep the numbers up, keep the support coming, because this top 8 is going to be crazy. I think this is going to be like that kind of Go format where it's like hard Go control. Hang on. You can't activate the card you added with Sangan the turn you add it. What? Is that a joke, or are you reading the errata? That is 100% not true. That is not at all true.
Okay, and there's the chaos. So Rabbit has to have something, or he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead. I think it's curtains. He's banishing.
He's banishing. Why? That's so confusing.
Probably scared of the back row, unless there's more stuff to come. Oh, can you imagine Magic Cylinder again? Oh, I mean,
that would be so funny. That would be so funny. Okay, so Mizabia Hez was just...
Meta. Oh, for Rio Senshi. Okay, fair. Yeah,
that's why.
So we need emergency... we've seen emergency thingy. What's it called again? Controller? That doesn't work. It doesn't work on Senshi. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
But it works on your own monster. It works on your own monster. You can put it to defense.
No, it doesn't. It has to be a Toad's monster. Okay, and Infusion's Cap takes it with the clutch Karibo. 50-50 loss. Painful. I agree, Beast Beats. Karibo, too good. But Beast Beats, is it good enough to beat you? Because this fellow here is coming for you right after he gets through.
We clearly have to ban Karibo.
5-7.
We have to ban Karibo.
Logically, we have to. We simply have to. Karibo overperforming today somehow.
True. I mean, we've seen it in the XYZ OTK as well, right?
Now, important question. Yeah, we saw 2 Karibos there, but it didn't help.
Okay, so unfortunately, the stream has to take a little break because the next match will involve.
Do we have any lists left? Do we have any lifts left?
We do. We're going to have to take a break because the next match is going to involve reasoning gate, which we're not going to show. So.
Haha, very funny. We're showing the reasoning gate match. Okay. We got to make this happen.
Okay, this is your concoction. Do tell people about whatever this is.
What is this? I can't see the list when you put them up, sir.
Flip burn.
Flip burn! Okay, let me open up flip burn on my end. Let's talk about flip burn. So, flip burn, I may or may not have understood the extent to which Abyss would be everywhere when I made flip burn. But the idea with flip burn is that BLS can't come down and you can't get dust shooted. Solemn's going to be everywhere because people think no ring. So why not play this like value town deck? I was also expecting Walk to be not very played. I certainly was not expecting someone to be maining Walk as part of their strategy. But I figured you can get rid of Abyss with Lava Golem. And then you can be doing all this flip value stuff and just trying to burn them out in the end. And if they try to go into solemn fights with you, they're going to die from burn.
I guess it's just whatever it is.
It's just a flip control deck with a bunch of burn. That was the idea.
Are there any changes that have been made because of the format? Or would you play kind of this
exactly? It's playing less floodgates.
Well, are you playing less because
it's
you're
playing
Messenger?
Cylinder? I'm playing 3 Monkey in this side to deal with Abyss.
True, yeah.
Triple Mask of Darkness, yeah. Because Mask of Darkness is really good when you can get back Solemn, Nightmare Wheel, Just Desserts, Ojama Trio. If you get back Cylinder, that's just nasty, right? But it's really nice being able to get back Rings. So that's something that's sorely missed. This deck is probably bad, but I like it. I'm a fan. There's probably some variation. Madcap, if you are still watching, rip into this deck. Tell me how bad I am. Please eviscerate me. But for now, if that next match has started, we should go jump in, take a look.
Out. This is Flash against Infusion's Cap. And I've already forgotten what Infusion's Cap played. I think it's one of those Chaos Control Abyss Soldier piles.
Infusion's Cap. We were just watching Infusion's Cap.
I know, but my attention span has diminished greatly.
It is probably a Abyss Control pile. Wasn't he playing Gravekeepers as well, or did we just think he was?
That was who was it? JJ Stokes.
Oh, that was JJ Stokes. Yeah.
I think he actually had a pure Gravekeeper deck with maybe like a goat side or something like that.
Cap has not yet started playing, so I say we brew a deck. I say we go cooking.
No.
Chat, how are we doing?
Infusion's
How are we
Cap
doing on the latency here? Okay, excellent. So we'll get it going. Are you able to check the... Oh, God.
Yep, what do you want me to check?
So I just noticed that the stream buffered real briefly, so I am noticing that the delay is going to start building up, which is... It's good to keep track of. I'm going to try to keep track of that a little bit better, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you again. I'm going to keep saying it. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you enough. It's really appreciated. It's been a long time coming. I've been making videos for like, 3 years now? All right, let's get watching. Let's jump in. So just thank you all again. This is going to be a hype one. But we see that Cap, the good thing is Flashy just got to see that Cap has a Karibo and sees the Scapegoat. So this will probably be a rough matchup, but if Flashy's prepared, we'll see what happens.
Like, on one hand, I really just want Reasoning Gate to lose. On the other hand, I don't want top 4 to just be the same deck again. Like, I feel like...
4 control decks, yeah.
I feel like 3 out of the top 4 are almost the exact same build with Chaos Control with Abyss Soldier splashed in. I think that's what Don't Copy is playing as well.
Yep.
Okay, we have a Graceful, but I'm taking a quick peek at the bracket. So Infusion's Cap is in, Crops is still in, and Raven's Anger. I actually don't remember.
Crops is in top 4 with zombies.
Oh,
so our top 4, so our top 4 is currently 2 control decks, Reasoning Gate, and zombies, which is, I think that's a cool top 4.
Do you remember what Raven's Anger played?
The Chaos Control deck.
Oh, okay. So if Flashy wins here, it's 1 Reasoning Gate, 2 Chaos Control, and 1 Zombie. Which is kind of curious that Zombie did so well anyway, because Zombie usually just sucks against Control.
Yeah, but Skill Drain's a good card.
Did they use
also, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I'm thinking of Shauner. We'll find out.
it?
Crops is a very good player. Oh, and thank you, Crops, for thanking me for or congratulating me. Yeah, much appreciated, dude. I love this format. I love my people. I love making videos for you all. When the time arises, I am a very busy human, but
so
there are 2 other retro tours. Yes, I know about the Edison RBET that is currently happening. Coach Jay, what is the other retro Yu-Gi-Oh tournament happening today? I am curious.
So Flashy with a really good start, graceful into Demog toss is almost ideal.
That's really good. That always feels really, really good.
Just gotta find Prima somehow now, because if you start milling with reasoning and you don't find Prima and you toss it, that's pretty much your game shot gone.
Also, call 4 is really painful here.
Yeah. Cap with a T set. Usually you want to be more aggressive against reasoning, so this doesn't look good for Cap. Oh, please.
So against reasoning in game 1, I actually find that if the turbo player just keeps setting monsters over and over again, eventually the reasoning player will have to make a half-ass attempt to kill, and if it fails, they lose. In game 1, at least.
Possible.
But, like, if there was going to be a time for Flashy to just run Cap over, it would be now.
Let's see that Primo.
Dude, what happened to you? Let's see that Primo? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Dude, we've brainwashed Grumple. He's exhausted to the point of mind break over here.
I've lost my sense of self. I think this is what they call ego death, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Crops, did you hit 500 subscribers recently?
Okay,
Congrats, we're hitting the dude.
Primo got milled.
Oh,
Primo got milled. Game over. Wrap it up. Curtains. It's over. Primo milled.
And he didn't even get a crane to draw a card. He doesn't have a light. That's
and now Jins is on the field, so you can't even use Call of the Haunted anymore. So the Demog is gone forever. Actually, it isn't.
That's messed up.
Let's be honest. What's going to happen is that we're going to see a Sorcerer summon into Diffusion.
With what crane?
We don't need a crane. But we have... No, actually, we have the Fusilier. I thought it was crane. Okay, so there's a tomato. What are we searching? Probably Sanga and trying to get into Serpent as soon as possible.
Flashy just tripped over his own shoelaces. That's painful.
Wait, Reaper?
He's going to remove that Ginzo. Mm-mm.
Do you think he's going for the discard? I don't
think
so.
He's gonna remove the Jinzo. Nah. And if not, he's just gonna turn it sideways.
Yeah, he's just trying to stall.
Format Library is hosting Trooper format today. No one told me.
What the hell
I did not check in. When I Trooper format is Troop Dupe. So there was a time when Card Trooper was at 3. And it is a machine duplication target. So you do the Troop Dupe. If you normal summon Trooper and you activate machine duplication before activating its effect, you get 3 Troopers. Each one that gets destroyed, whether or not it's battle or card effect, you draw a card. And they're also all milling you for up to 9 each turn, and they're 1900 beaters. Which was crazy.
Machine duplication is one of those cards that are gold legal, and they are so strong that it feels like there must be a busted way to use it, but there just isn't because other targets are bad. The best way that I can think of is doubling Bokoichi, which... most people won't even know this.
Bokoichi and Dekoichi.
Everybody knows Dekoichi, but nobody has read the card. It doesn't just say draw 1 card. It also gives you 1 more card for each Bokoichi on the field. And Bokoichi is a level 2 normal monster with 500 attack. And you can technically dupe that for Deco and then draw even more. But that's a 3-card combo. That's a 3-card combo. That is your payoff, and that's it. And you have to play 3 normal vanillas with no actual.
I mean, drawing 3 cards off a flip is a pretty good payoff, especially if you can do it multiple times. But fun fact, I had a Bokoichi as a kid and never saw a Dekoichi until I was a teenager. And when I first saw it, I was like, this is fake. No, sorry. The first time I saw a Dekoichi, it was a non-English. And I was like, what the hell is this? I wonder if it has to do with my little Bokoichi. But I don't know what it does. And then I read it. I was like, that's crazy. And I was actually extra surprised finding out that it was just a good card and had nothing to do with Bokoichi.
Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Why? What are we doing? What's the idea? Okay, what's going on now? So
we're defending ourselves. We're enabling our traps, and yeah, I think we're just defending ourselves and enabling our traps.
But why wouldn't we just go into like the banish guy and hit over Reaper for some damage?
Excellent question.
Is there a way?
I don't know the answer.
Is there an alternative?
This doesn't even close off the zones.
Is this an alternative win con for Flashy somehow? Okay, there's the call. So that makes sense, and now we're on Demog.
Yeah.
Hold on. So what?
But what is he taking?
Probably meta. Or charity even, but I think...
Or charity, so we can get Defu.
Meta just feels strong because of Fusilia.
Mm-hmm. Assuming that it lives, so...
Oh, it will. Oh, technically, actually, when a beast tells us to hand, it gets banished anyway, so I guess that's a way to deal with it as well.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Beastbeat says, equip Fusilier with Shooting Star Bow Seal to make it 400 attack. Then Machine Dupe for 2,800 beaters. Beastbeats, that's spicy as hell. I love that.
There could also be a way to do it with Cat. Because you can use DNA, like that DNA thingy where you...
Oh, that's a deck. That is a deck. It's Machine Cat. It sucks, but it's very funny.
That is a deck? I just came up with it. I was so proud of that idea, and now you tell me it's already done?
It's horrible. So it's been done and it's horrible. It's a casual deck. Meanwhile, it looks like Flashy did indeed take the Graceful Charity. I would as well. I think if you can go ahead and set up a Defu play on your own hand, that's really good. It's like hard for me to remember that these are not like monsters on the field. These are just blocked off zones. Here's a Lone Reaper. Lone Reaper sounds like a band name, but like not a good band, like a dad band, you know? Give a like to the stream if you would listen to Lone Reaper. So and give a like to the stream if you wouldn't play Lone Reaper.
Now that I'm looking back on this, like we've had this Ojama King conversation actually earlier today for Spy, right? In the regular goals, you could, in theory, if there's 2 spies in the field, you could go Mega Fiend Cyber and then meta into Ojama King and just block the game. The thing is, the applications are really niche, but the problem is, you could actually do that in Control, because you're always kind of starved for tribute summons anyway, because you need them to stop tears, and it's kind of another way to just slow the game down for Turbo, just even the playing field until you have whatever you need. Especially because Ojama King doesn't need to be outed, right? It can stay on the field. It doesn't block your attacks.
Grumple, I just realized why he took Ojama King.
Tell me.
It's a light. We're stupid. It's a light.
You're right.
But it doesn't matter because he's going to get Reapered because the dude, of course, had the virus.
But Reaper isn't going to hit.
Wait, Splevin is in the finals of the Trooper tournament. Good shout out to Splevin, absolute killer. Esteemed Ultra Instinct Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Team teammate.
Yeah. Ultra Instinct should have never made it into playoffs. They should have been taken out by Evil, but you know, collusion.
Sorry, we almost won the whole thing.
Yeah, I know, but you should never have come that far.
Sure.
Evil was clearly the superior team. We should have won the whole season. It was actually tragic that we didn't. But now Evil is
no Flashy. It's not permanent. He's asking if Ojama. Okay.
That hurts.
Wow.
That hurts.
That is some fresh, hot bullshit served on a platter right there.
That has to hurt. Oh my.
Yeah,
God.
That's really unfortunate. Okay, Wiztrill says 3 Gaia Soul, 3 Karate Man, Creature Swap, and Last Will. Punch your opponent and either give them your Exploding Lemon and Last Will into another monster. Maybe GK is a situational monster. What the hell? I love Gaia Soul. Gaia Soul is another card that I had a non-English printing of and was like, this is terrifying. This fucking rock with an eye on it. What the hell does this do? I guess I'll never know. And then I finally got to read it recently and I was like, this is terrifying. This is like the meatball. I think he's more of a meatball than a lemon.
I think that was part of the Fire Structure deck back in the day. And
that makes sense. It has Fire Structure deck vibes written all over it.
Yeah, and that deck was so awful.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I don't know if they still do that, but those structure decks always had this one boss monster that was on the front of the page, and it was supposed to be the big deal was always ass. Like Vampire Genesis is just complete garbage, and the fire one is even worse. Like what it does is it can't be special summoned, and you have to tribute multiple fires for it, and then it gets to destroy spells and traps on the field depending on the amount of fires that you attribute for it. It's complete garbage. The best card of this kind, I think, was in the water one with Neo Daedalus, but even then it's just a worse Daedalus because you have to go over Daedalus to get to it.
It is. Why did they make it like that? Just let it be its own thing.
It's also just such a wasted opportunity, right? Because they could have made some really interesting cards there, especially because the format was starving. Well, not the format, but Yu-Gi-Oh was kind of starving for those boss monsters. It was only BLS. They could have.
They didn't know how to make a boss monster. See, perfectly ultimate Great Moth. They didn't get it. I don't know who on the design team. Here's the thing, right? Yu-Gi-Oh could have been a game where the boss monsters were really hard to summon, but I don't know who on the design team was like, yeah, banish a light and a dark. That's difficult. But B, if it was, have you ever, do you know about Pokemon at all? Pokemon cards meta?
No.
So in the initial game of Pokemon, there was no EXs or any of that. There were no really big Pokemon that you could just play immediately, so you had to evolve. The best deck in the original meta of Pokemon was called Haymaker. And Haymaker was based off of Pokemon that never evolved, like Scyther. Scyther didn't evolve at the time. Scyther, Hitmonchan, Taurus, these guys that were like just pretty solid units. They weren't the best. They weren't as strong as the evolved monsters, but they had good attacks right off the bat. And that became the best deck. If you make the boss monsters hard to play, the meta becomes not playing them at all. And then out here, we have goddamn Chaos Sorcerer and BLS being the easiest things to summon ever.
And the problem is that for some time, it feels like Konami thought that what makes a boss monster just its attack size. And that's like the worst part of it.
That is absolutely true.
If being a big body was enough, Mega Rock Dragon would be amazing, but it's an ass card. You need to
It's about how much it warps how the game is played in that moment.
That's why I think Horus is the only other legit boss monster in GOAT.
And Jinzo.
Nah, Jinzo is too small. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't do enough.
If Jinzo was 2,401 attack points, it would be way better.
Why? Just because of Monarchs?
It doesn't crash to the Monarchs. It's a pretty big deal.
That doesn't matter.
I wonder what would be a good GOAT format boss monster. If it was easier. Maybe Berserk Dragon if it was any easier to summon.
Oh, that's the one that has to be the contract thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see what that guy does.
There's one more boss monster that I think is actually really good. It's the Archfiend boss monster. I think it's Mazera Deville.
Oh, I love Mazera Deville.
That
card's awesome.
If you get to play that card, that effect is actually so nasty. Honestly, that effect is.
Do you think the Mazera Turbo is playable in this format? That's crazy. That's crazy. Shut up, Claire.
It is playable, but it's bad. You could play it.
Okay, so here is what Berserk Dragon does. Berserk Dragon must be summoned by a Deal with the Dark Ruler. Yeah. It has 3,500 attack and has the Ashura Priest effect. And then during each of your end phases, it loses 500 attack. That is how you make a fucking boss monster right there.
Just make it easier to summon, and it would be fine.
Yeah, that's it. If a Deal with the Dark Ruler just said tribute like a levelate, like a zombie, and make Berserk Dragon.
Yep.
And a Deal with the Dark Ruler is a quick play. So same thing we were talking about before with these quick plays that let you extend your battle phase. Yep. And like Berserk Dragon of all things, holy shit. That's amazing. And speaking of amazing, we managed to have Flashy hitting the second Defu. This is still the same game. He locked himself out of not being able to get the tribe-infecting virus.
I think we have to dig for Vortex, right?
I'm pretty sure you just go meta. Well, we shouldn't be saying this. This is coaching. But there is a meta in that graveyard. It is live to be able to play Gatling Dragon.
Yeah, true. But even with Gatling Dragon, you would still just hope to get the right numbers. That's kind of the problem. That's also kind of why it's surprising that Reason Gate did so well with all the Goats floating around, because Goats are just good against reasoning.
They are very good against reasoning. Also, I think another possibility is just getting Defu again.
But you don't have
virus is already gone. You're not like dying on the crackback.
Maybe? Snatch and
So it's just possibilities. I'm quite curious how Flashy does this. I will say, at this point, Flashy clearly is a good reasoning gate player. I trust his choices. He is a decently equipped and able reasoning gate player. So I am curious to see what his choice is.
Being a good reasoning gate player is just a huge red flag.
I disagree. I think it's a very hard deck. I think there's a lot of skill that goes into it.
I'm not saying it's not a. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying it's a red flag just as a person.
Musa Viajes says, light and dark, huh? Go ahead and print it, Bob. Only a madman would play both lights and darks in the same deck.
Absolutely.
What is PUGM? Pugum.
I have no idea. It sounds like it's probably some kind of Twitch emote, but I'm not really...
Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth was made coming off of the original Duel Monsters 1 on Game Boy, and Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth there is stupid. Jinzo is one of the most ridiculous boss monsters. Misera Deville is better here. Skull Archfiend of Lightning, but the dice roll never misses. Son of El Chapo, you just described King Dragoon. That card is called King Dragoon. And then 3 Upstart equals stronger Defu in returns. Agree. I agree.
It's also,
I think the thing about...
While we're talking about failed boss monsters, the whole level units are just a mess, right? We're using the only ones that are actually being used is level 2, and that's not related to the level up mechanic at all, just because the basic.
Oh my god, he got the lightning vortex.
Disgusting.
Oh my god, it's lightning vortex. You guys get that?
Ban this player straight away.
Is it lethal?
Hotfix, just hotfix the deck. Look at this bullshit.
It's not lethal. He lives. He lives.
Yeah, for how long?
What was the point of using... Oh, Gatling because of the Reaper. Oh god, this is terrifying.
So
and Virus, yep, that's it. Dunzaruni.
God damn.
Listen, sir, my dear Grumple, I want a reasoning gate player in top 4.
I don't even want a reasoning gate player in the whole tournament. Get him out.
He's just a hater.
Yes.
He's sober again. He's sobered back up. Huge red flag, says Corey. Corey, you played reasoning gate for a while. What are you talking about? Henry likes playing Watergate, personally. That's his favorite deck. He can't read the cards, but he likes the sea creatures. Not political. Not political. I do call the deck Watergate Scandal, though. I think it's funny.
I mean, it's the obvious nickname. You have to do it. Like, if a deck like that exists, that has to be the name for it. There's no other way to name it.
If you didn't brew it and you net decked it, you say, I'm not a cook. Because you didn't cook it.
Why?
Because it's like, I'm not a crook.
Oh, right, yeah.
or you, here's the thing. Okay, you have a Jinzo on the field, and your opponent has a set card, and you know it's not Scapegoat, and you're asking if it's book.
It's not a book.
I'm not a book. I can't believe there were 2 punts I could do with that.
And they weren't forced at all.
They were as forced as Mirror Force. The I'm not a book one was half decent because there's show book or die. What was that? Shaggy book dot book. What is it? Show book or you're boned.
Wait, Shaggy said that in game?
I believe so. I believe it's a famous moment.
Okay, Shaggy got really mad at me because I sort of trash talked Gia at Worlds, and Shaggy got into my.
Why did you do that? I will kill you.
Okay, it wasn't really trash talk. So what happened was I pro set a heavy, and she said Torrent and Mirror Force into it, and I got that, and that was the best pro set heavy of my life. So I just wrote decent in chat, and Shaggy got really upset about it. I still love you, Shaggy. By the way, if you're seeing this by any chance, I still love you.
I am a big Shaggy lover, as you know. He is my dear team captain, a dear friend. This man saved my goddamn bacon in Atlanta. Still, I can't thank him enough because I was freaking out. I had completely misaligned my flight. He also has one of my shoes. I don't get that shoe back until August when I go to Orlando, I believe. He has one of my shoes.
Do I have to ask why?
Because I left it in his room. I left the shoe in his room. Only one of them. The other one made it into my bag. His shoe did not. He has one of my shoes. It's like the smiley face hand. It's like once we come together, I'll get a pair of shoes.
Nice.
It's a symbol of our friendship. Shaggy, if you're watching,
you should just
love
exchange shoes. Like everybody
activate exchange.
Yeah, just you both just give each other the left shoe, and then you just walk around like that for a year, like one shoe each.
That sounds like a great way to disfigure your right foot.
Yeah. I used to play football,
I'm a fan.
like soccer, as a teenager and child, and there were two players on our team who were best friends, and they actually did that for each match. They just exchanged their shoes, and they immediately got injured because, of course,
that sounds horrible. Fools they are.
Children are complete idiots. Okay, so you don't know this.
In a funny way, in the best way.
There's like a kind of fizzy candy that you can get in Germany that's like you can use it to make a fizzy drink, but you can also just like eat it as it is. And
okay.
So it comes in a powder form. So of course, before a game,
like Pop Rocks?
I don't know what Pop Rocks are, but maybe. So it comes in powder form, and before we went to a soccer game, they had the bright idea of trying to snort it, and it completely completely fucked up their noses. And they couldn't play for the day. And by the way, the same guys.
Not safe.
The same guys.
Of course it is. It's why would it be different guys? Of course it's the same guys.
Shout out to Torben and Görkem.
What are their names?
Torben and Görkem.
Torben and Görkem?
Yeah.
They sound like a comedy duo.
Oh, they absolutely were. For example, at one point I have to explain this. There's this kind of German traditional thing where small villages and stuff, they have like, it's not quite rifle associations, but like places where you like shoot and it's like hunting stuff and stuff like that. And they have like this, they have like a parade.
Like a sports club?
Yeah, they have like a parade once a year, but the parade usually involves like all the clubs of everything in that village or like part of the town. So when I was at the football club, we also did that. Like we also marched in there and like we're just part of that to kind of show off the club and stuff like that. So we were all required to be there. And obviously they weren't. So these two guys, again, it's the same people. Of course, it's the same people. Why it's always the same people? They didn't show up. But the thing is that the big appeal for children was that the bystanders would throw candy at them. So you could just like pick it up and had a lot of candy. So they didn't want to show up and march in the uniform. So what they did was they just rode their bikes at the end of the line and thought nobody would notice to try and pick up the candy. Oh, God. So what is going on in the game? I feel like I haven't paid attention.
This Fusilier Dragon has been completely snuffed. We are waiting on follow-up for Infusion's cap. It appears to be a snatch deal.
Is this a full-size Fusilier? It was brought by Reasoning, right? No.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That is a big torrent. That is.
Oh my God. I have to go ahead and say I'm starting to worry that this will not be done by 7 o'clock.
Yeah, whatever.
Which is upset. I got plans at 7. I am beating someone at 7.
Oh,
I gotta figure that out.
Maybe they have to figure it out. I mean, honestly.
Oh boy. Flashy is clapping back. This might be over before it even began.
Yeah, the ghosts.
Oh my lord.
To save us for a few rounds. So it's like a new roommate, right? Are they still applying or are they definitely moving in?
It's the coming with my landlord to meet me and see the house.
Oh, but to be honest,
it's the real.
If they are not cool with you doing the stream while this is going on, then they are probably not deserving of being your roommate anyway. So
agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
Just have him here.
Come on in, enjoy. Do you know how Yu-Gi-Oh is played? Oh God. That's a really good clapback for Fusion's cap right there.
You probably don't want to banish because of
no effect, he says.
Yeah, defusion is too big of a deal.
Okay. Whew. Let me tell you, I'm overheating too. I'm surprised. I don't think the room's that hot, but I'm hot.
I guess.
How's the weather over there in Deutschland?
I mean, are we really talking about the weather right now? Is that how
yes.
That's the bottom of the barrel.
Because this dude is sitting here. This dude is sitting here staring down a kaiku and not doing anything. And I'm hot. I'm a hot woman. I am burning up. It's 62 over here. Porco Dio. It's like 62? The hottest. That's 62 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
62 Fahrenheit. Let me think. Oh God, I just learned how to do this. Fuck. Hold on. So I don't remember if you do the conversion or the subtraction first. I think you do the subtraction first.
Wait, you subtract before you convert? What?
I'm pretty sure. Do you subtract or convert first? What? Don't you subtract? For how to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius.
But why would you subtract? Why can't you just convert straight away?
It's a 2-step conversion.
Okay.
It's because our freezing point is 32 and yours is 0.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? Freezing point is 0, boiling point is 100. Why do you need
Yeah, it's a better system. I'm not saying it isn't a better system.
So learn it.
Okay. Beast Beats is clarifying for me. I think I remember someone saying show book or you're dead, and it wasn't quite lethal. That was my esteemed captain, Shaggy Powers, right there. Show book or you're dead. Shaggy, this isn't game. Because there's the whole Shaggy, this isn't weed. And it was Shaggy, this isn't game. I think I just figured out why I'm so hot. It's because my computer is very upset with the stream and is a heat source at this time.
But you're not even streaming.
But Mike, she's just upset it's happening at all. She just doesn't want it to be happening, period.
Technically, you're streaming your webcam to me. Maybe that's enough for your computer to just do whatever it needs.
Gulaz says, but the question is, did Tom and Gurgheim pick up the candy? Sounds like a win if they did. Did they pull it off?
They did. I mean, they pulled it off. They got the candy, but they still got in
trouble. Winner, candy for dinner. Okay, they got in trouble. But they get the candy. They get to keep the candy.
But they would have gotten the candy by marching as well.
Kind of sounds like they're idiots.
Yes, they were. In the best way possible.
The kind that's entertaining for you without being a harm.
Yeah, I guess. Like, very non-malicious, just stupid. Okay, so we're just going to battle. Flashy... I mean, Torrent and Nerfos are already out. I think there's no more defenses left for Flashy outside of maybe like a scapegoat. You can just pummel. You can just go. There's another goat.
There's a goat, but what's it gonna do for you?
What's it gonna do?
What's it gonna do when they come for you?
Are you hitting for it? Are you hitting it? Or... Okay, you're hitting, I guess.
I'm hitting here. I'm hitting here, personally. And it seems that Infusion's cap is in agreement.
Yep.
Honestly, at this point, if Infusion's cap takes this whole tournament, I'd be vibing with that.
How come?
Because go Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I'd be happy with any of these players winning.
Except don't copy.
Except don't copy. Don't copy, more like don't win the tournament. Please. But here's the thing.
Please.
Here's the problem, though, is that if we go to the... Oh, God, he got rid of the goats. If we go to bracket reset, I'm definitely not making it to this event, to my plan.
Good.
You hate me.
No,
you at this point, I've worn you down to the point where you can't even conceal it anymore.
But to be honest, I think this whole day has just revealed that I'm a hate of everything. And I think that's very important.
I have noticed.
I think hating is very, very important. People.
Oh God, the lag's gotten bad again.
Do we want to restart or do we not want to?
Folks, we have acknowledged the situation.
We have acknowledged the problem. We won't do anything about it.
We have acknowledged the problem. We are like every diversity, equity, inclusion committee. We have acknowledged the problem. We will not fix it.
But we've acknowledged it. And doesn't that make you feel good? Doesn't that make you feel seen?
Doesn't that make you feel good that it's been acknowledged?
It makes me feel seen.
This
must be a Prima bullshit. This must be Prima bullshit. Or maybe it's a Monster Gate. Maybe it's Monster Gate just trying for a target. Looks like it. Wait, we're crashing?
It's crashed into Serpent not to die.
It's a goats again.
That's so sad. not goats. If it was goats, you would just goat.
No, no, because then tribe can just clear it.
Subtract then. No. It's 5/9. Son of El Chapo says divide by 2. It's 5/9.
What? 5/9?
Or 9/5. That's the Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion. I never said it's bad. Oh, look who has the Prima now. It's
Well,
not that it's bad. It's that it's really difficult to do off the top of your head.
You don't have discards, so the tribe doesn't really do anything. You still get to goat here.
It was about not dying.
True. But did it really matter? Because you got the summon anyway. Come on, Flashy, show it. Show book.
Wiztrill says the delay is just because Puy is streaming from Zimbabwe.
Kinda true. So
I am a red-blooded American.
This is a crisscross operation right now because Puy is streaming her webcam from America to Germany, and now I'm streaming the stream from Germany to America where Puy's channel is. That's all.
Okay, hypothetically, if I remove the webcam, does that reduce the latency?
I don't think so. I'm just coming up with excuses. I don't think it actually matters if I'm streaming back to
Gulas. Since we have to clarify this, I am not in Zimbabwe. I am American. Are you sure about that? America. I eat pancakes. Are there pancakes in Zimbabwe?
Of course. Like pancakes are like the universal food. Every single culture in the world has pancakes.
Yeah, it's pretty simple food. I love pancakes.
It's like the next step after bread.
Kinda, yeah. Whoa, instead of what if we put it in a hot box, let's just put it on a hot surface.
What?
That's pancakes.
Yeah. But I guess it's
you
also
go from
for
putting
flatbread.
it in a hot box to a hot surface.
I guess flatbread kind of works the same way. I mean,
the pancakes are not necessarily sweet.
If you're really technical about it, then a pancake is just a form of flatbread, right? Like there's also this, I think it's called Najira, which is, I think, Somali cuisine. Yeah. It's like the sourdough pancake thing that's used as a flatbread.
Ooh, I like that. The power of my stick tomato is watching. I'm not over that.
Please stop.
Not over.
Okay, don't stop.
Okay, so Quiet Chaos is don't copy. He says, I'm watching you. He says, I'm sorry that I was negative with the ban list. I used Chaos Turbo as a form of protest. But at the end, it's important that I've participated, I guess. I agree. I'm glad you gave us a fair shot. I'm glad that you worked. Like, it's okay that you were right. Honestly, it's okay that you were right. Because the thing you were wrong about is that no one would want to watch. We have some pretty great attendance. We have a lot of great viewership. 44 people playing feels pretty good, even if a lot of them fell asleep right through the first 2 rounds. But I would go ahead and say whatever happens here, I'm calling today a success. We got valuable data. I think we saw some cool gameplay, some stuff you would not see in your average game of GOATs, and we have a jumping off point to see what will happen next. And I don't think people are going to fall off while we wait to do that. So again, thank you all for your support. Even you, Nunzio, thank you for your support.
My main problem with Don't Copy being right is that he's right too often.
I agree. Copy, can you be wrong about something?
Double TDs, by the way, is a rough start for Infusion.
History of Yu-Gi-Oh! Coach Jay says, Turbo is less good here, but it turns out that just having Thunder Dragons in Charity is enough to do something with it. That's true. That's going to be true as long as it's there.
Hey,
Don't Copy's take was Thunder Dragon to 1. I think Thunder Dragon to 2 might happen.
I was about to say, next ban list, Thunder Dragon to 2.
I could see it. I think the other truth of the matter is that no matter what happens, there's always going to be some control value deck. There's too many draw ones.
Like, again, really had multiple times.
Playing 3 Sork and Thunder Dragon and it being that easy to do might be... It's pretty annoying.
But
Flashy also here in position, although Infusion's Cap does play Karibo. I have to ask you a 2-part question here.
Sure.
Grumple, part number 1. Does your throat hurt a little bit?
Why?
I'm just asking. My throat hurts.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, all right. My throat is just exhausted from doing this, I believe.
Amazing. So what's the second part?
The second part is I wonder how JDC feels most of the time.
I would assume at some point you just stop feeling.
You just get over it?
Well, not get over it, just like kind of numbs you. It wears you down where you don't feel it.
I've got streamer fever over here. I'm burning up. My throat hurts. I'm sorry, did you just say place near me has $1 for 2 pancakes every last Saturday of the month? Dude, I gotta move to Australia immediately.
Yeah, but on the downside...
Wait, I'm sorry. This is Beats Beats. This isn't Coach Day. This is Beats Beats. Okay. Dude, where are you? Are you in Texas?
I was about to say the downside of that would be having to move to Australia.
Yeah, but it's Texas, which I don't think I could go to Texas.
Yeah, I get it. Not political.
Not political. Like, it is. You know what? No. I'll take some stances on some things. Certain states just are not very friendly to trans people. I don't think that's very cool. I think those states should just be normal about trans people.
Damn, but that is such a bold take. It's incredible.
Why is it such a bold? I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's not. That's a joke.
You fucking, and then that's why you guys get Kim Petras, and okay, we have Hunter Schafer. So, oh, don't coffee is feeling bad now, dude. You don't have to feel bad. I love you too, dude. Don't worry about it. You came here, you pulled up, you put your money where your mouth is, and you gambled and you won. So I got no hate whatsoever. We're here. It's working.
I mean, it's put up.
I would have played, but I'm visiting parents. Yeah, I disagree. I put up this take. I put up this take before. I am not one to let people settle it in a duel. I disagree. I don't think there's any worthwhile in that. He says, I did just want to limit Thunder Dragon. I agree.
Maybe that's the future. Who knows?
That might be simple as that. It would. Well, Whale would be everywhere. I think if we semi-limit Whale, semi-limit Thunder Dragon,
I really think Serpent is the bigger problem. I think we don't have to.
Oh yeah, we were gonna get rid of Serpent.
Yeah, if we get rid of Serpent, we don't have to get rid of Abyss.
Copy says the Abyss piles are great.
Yeah.
I think right now, Abyss should have some more time in the sun. I think at some point, everyone's gonna hate the Whale.
True, but everybody's going to hit everything.
But not yet.
That's the idea. Like, we just rotate anyway.
Exactly.
Just let everybody have their fun at some point, right?
Thunder Dragon at 2 is bad. Here's my philosophy. And this is the same reason I put Spy to 1. There is a certain amount of copies of a card that is required to make the card work. I could just ban Thunder Dragon, but isn't it a lot funnier to like make Thunder Dragon completely useless?
To be honest, I think as a 2-out it's already enough, and at that point it's not quite useless.
All it does is it just thins your deck 1, which if you want to do that, go ahead. And it's an extra light. That's all it is.
Exactly.
It's not a plus. It's an extra light, thins your deck. That's it. And if you draw 2, you can just eat your own ass about it. That's just so bad. Speaking of, can we just talk about this game? What the hell is going on here?
Nothing, and I don't know why. I think it's just a tear completely slowing everything down. I don't know who it favors. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's Reasoning Gate. Take it off my screen. Get it off my screen.
Gulaz says, I would like to try commentary one day. Could you want that day to be today? Gulaz, would you like to introduce yourself? Would you like to jump into the booth?
Didn't JDZ just give us the limit that there shouldn't be more than 2 people in the booth?
He did. Never mind, Gulaz. Well, I gotta go at some point.
True.
I was like, yeah, this will be fine. But I didn't think the Reasoning Gate player would be taking 1 move every 2 minutes. Well, when I said that.
That's because playing Reasoning is a red flag. And I told you about it and you didn't want to listen.
Oh, God, you're right. You're right. This is what happens. Yeah. No game has been fast today. And that's, like, nice. But also makes my time estimates on everything bad.
Classic set Kaiku. I think you see it every game. Very null maneuver. So what are we doing here? How does Cap even win this? Like, how do you actually get to push through as a control deck? Like, how do you get past these goats? And you don't have the BLS to really one-shot, so even the tribe isn't enough to really guarantee a win, because you just don't win at once. So maybe that's actually something. Maybe the way that the format is set up without BLS, it actually improves Reasoning Gate against Control. Because usually you say that Control kind of has a good matchup, right? Because they have the goats, they can block it, and then they can swing for BLS if they have it. And now you don't have BLS, so you never actually get to have that one swing. And they like both sides have goats. The other guy just has more explosive bullshit.
Yeah. Reasoning Gate's ability to grind and not die to BLS. I think the deck is just perfectly viable in this current meta like this. I think it favors it. Oh yeah, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. It's grinding and it's doing something more explosive. It can't like get many free kills in the same way. I mean, not as much at least. With goats being everywhere, you know, and tomato being everywhere, there's more defenses to it. And Fusion's Caps deck theoretically is as close to as it can be to be good and impossible to get through. I'll say he's got a Reaper on the field, and I see a dead Sangan, which to my knowledge means that there is currently a Karibo.
I think that wasn't properly destroyed though, right? Wasn't that something where it was milled or anything? No, doesn't look like
that's very possible.
Oh right, it was sucked by tears. It was sent to graveyard. So
does the winner get to determine a card game change?
No,
B-Speech, the answer to that question is fuck no. Absolutely not.
Like why would we give the person who already had a way to be good at to win the format, why would we give them the ability to
do it again? That's not the plan.
To fortify that, right?
Wiz Chillis says, work a phone customer service job for a day. I agree. I couldn't do it. I respect you. I respect you a ton. Because people are impatient, stupid, and they think they're right about everything all the time. And that includes me, and that includes you, and it includes everyone.
For every customer service job, right? You just get to deal with the worst people.
You know, I really enjoy my job working at a front desk of a medical office because I guess it's not quite the same because combination
people don't, like, for example, if you're working at a hotline, people come to you because they have a problem, right? Because they need something fixed. And if you can't get that fixed, then they still have a problem. So they're in an agitated state, let's put it that way. I guess it's not the same for you because they don't come to you to have the problem solved because you're just having to wait for the doctor.
Yeah, well, no, the other part about it is that at the end of the day, they don't get to pretend like they know what they're talking about. They don't.
I mean, they do, but it would be unwise. We've seen enough people pretend it in the past. Not political. I'm sorry. I have to stop this running gag because it's not really that funny. It's not really that funny. It's more about me wanting to say stuff and just having my cake too, of like having the deniability of me not doing it.
Now I'm just out here trying. I want to pick your brains.
I would just really enjoy this match if it would speed up a little.
Yeah, I'm actually going to give them a warning for slow play. This is going too slow.
Thank you.
Flashy's the one who's going slow here, right? At this point, it's so slow that I've, like, tuned out.
Yeah, I have paid attention in hours.
Jesus. These duels need more stake. Losers jump off the side of the castle. That's the duel against Kaiba.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were saying that this tournament was actually moving along pretty nicely and it wouldn't go on before I end for my time? And now
and then I'm realizing we let Flashy take 3 minutes every single turn. Now we're here. This is on us. And then the big part about this is that if Flashy wins this game and plays at this pace for every other match, then it's Jover.
Wait, why are we taking Bolter here? Oh, we have to crash Bolter, so we remove it, and then we get the fusion. Oh, we're removing both. We need the space.
We need the space, and then we're going to summon Chaotic Sorcerer, I assume. That is a big move. I see why he thought. Oh, no, this is just take Bolter to take Bolter.
We didn't do...
He just wants Bolter. He just wants to have a Bolter.
Because it still leaves the option for Demon Intelligent Fusion and stuff, because it could have been negated otherwise. But it's also the classic Bolter curse. I don't think I've ever seen a Bolter get summoned and not get snatched straight away. It always happens. It happens every single time.
The delay has gotten very big very fast this time. Especially combined with Flashy's a million-year thinks.
Hey, the delay isn't that bad because nothing has happened.
That's true. God, how did we get here? We need this match to end. We need this match to end. I have respect for this duelist. I have respect for their decks. This match has gone on very long.
Come on, let's see who else is in the tournament, right? It's Don't Copy and Crops. Can we just have a grand final of Don't Copy and Crops and cut this?
I'd watch it. I'd watch it. Hopefully, I mean, we'll see if it gets there. I think Flashy versus Crops will go. Well, that's a run back, isn't it? They played each other already. I don't remember who won.
Probably Crops, because Crops only just dropped into loser bracket. Actually, that's not true. Actually, that's not true. I lied. Flashy. Okay, Flashy got further than Crops, so I guess Flashy would have had to win. Which makes it even more disgusting that Flashy.
Crazier that Crops is ahead.
Yeah, I was.
Oh no, Flashy. Sorry, Crops just won faster. Is all.
Yeah.
They're even. Do you know what'd be fun? You know something we could do? Because we've been showing off our deck list. If anyone has a deck list that they are interested in sharing with us or with the people, put it in the chat. Give us a deck list link. Modified goat decks. Let's take a look at them.
That's the deck idea channel, right? Maybe that's in there. Maybe something. Yeah, there's actually a few people. There's Vump.
Oh, hell yeah.
Houdini and Madcap. Madcap with like a burn stall. I'm not going to show stall burn just because that doesn't deserve to be played.
This is his deck from today.
There's Legendary Ocean. There's Legendary Ocean Daedalus beatdown.
The Umi build. With the two drag down from the grave.
Oh, and then there's the Horus thing. It doesn't play Reasoning though. It seems to be the Dragoon variant. By Womp double Cyberstein. Okay, so I'm showing the. I'm going to show the Legendary Ocean one.
Go ahead, let's do it. That's spicy.
But again, there's
chain alligator.
There's chain energy in the side. This is garbage.
Why? Vump, what were you doing?
Wait, what is this? What is this card?
Oh, this is Houdini. This isn't Vump. This is Houdini.
No, what is this card? Next to Area B.
Which card?
Yeah. Next to Area B and chain energy.
Where's Area B? Oh, that's a Bog Guardian or something.
No, the one on the left, the other side.
Oh, that's tax.
What does it do?
Or toll. Every time you attack, pay 500 life points.
Oh, so that's literally what I was talking about. Like this is just the next step of floodgates, right?
Is tax? Well, I think tax burn could be a thing, but probably not.
Probably not.
The tax isn't like tangible at all until you have multiples, and once you have multiples, it's like, well, you're not using your spell and trap card zones for anything else.
Yeah.
What's that card called? Bog Guardian, Vengeful Bog Spirit.
I think that means that it's like summoning sickness, right? I think that's what it is.
I believe Vengeful Bog Spirit gives summoning sickness.
Yeah.
Yep. It should also say or activate their effects. Then it would be a good card. Flashy is nickel and diming this man. Well, it's more like diamond quartering because they're pretty big chunks.
Yeah, that Bolt
but he's getting there.
That Bolt is probably stopping.
Bolts are shutting this shit down for real. Yeah. That was a good move on his part.
Well, drawing Snatch, I guess. Good move.
Let's see. Well, yeah, but we wanted him to snatch the Sork, and he took Bolter.
True.
And it's been huge.
This is why
we're
not playing this tournament, because we would just be embarrassing ourselves.
I'd be playing Zombie Turbo, and I would probably go 3 and 2. That's my guess. Nah, I'd probably go 2 and 3. Yeah.
I would have probably loaded up the double tap thing and like 2 and 2.
It's cool.
I think 2 and 2 is my ceiling. Okay.
I think the double tap deck is.
We're going.
Oh boy.
We're going somewhere.
We're moving.
Things are happening. Something. Prima, what are we getting? Okay, we didn't grab
what
Serpent.
What are we getting?
We didn't grab Serpent. Wait, what?
Whoa, is this meta? It's meta.
Be. So it was actually a tactical, not Serpent get. Not Serpent get. Great.
Oh my god.
Okay, so when I was sucking up the Sork and trying to run over Balta, right? And then trying... Yeah.
Yep. And then he's hoping the suit chair will do the job, but...
You could sit, right? How many Sorks are in the game? Because this is one Sork. Okay, that's...
And he's got no material.
The grave is completely empty. I think you can just sit. You can sit this out. No, you can't. Vortex is in the game. That is a shame.
Yeah, we're far from Flashy having no material. This is one of those turns where I need Flashy to make a move. ASAP. Here we go. He has the right. He has the right because he's really close to the game shot, and who knows what cards are in his hand.
There's the monster game.
I mean, that's a card, and Demok still in the deck.
I think it got banished, right? No, it didn't.
Did it? No, it didn't.
Vortex got milled. Vortex got milled. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going deep. There's the Demok.
Bye-bye, GG. Over.
Yeah, we can get the Vortex back. Yeah, it's Vortex, and that's it. Yeah.
I don't think it's
Isn't
Vortex.
this fun, children? Isn't this fun? Yeah. We got to mill our Demok, and that means we win. I like this deck a lot.
Grumble's a hater, maybe because I beat him last time with it. I'm excited for Reasoning Gate versus Zombies. There's Vortex. Here we go. But I'm pretty sure Cap doesn't have Karibo, you think?
Oh, he might. He might have 3.
Kathribo?
3 Karibos.
Kathribo.
Toll.
It's not tax, it's toll. Oh, well, that solves that problem. Why isn't he scooping?
There's 1.
Does he have 2?
There's 2!
Does he have 2? Oh my god! That's twice in one day! Holy schmackerel! Oh my god!
I mean, honestly, this probably doesn't serve you at all.
Oh my
This doesn't change the thing.
fucking god!
You're still losing. You're still hard losing.
How do you know? How do you know?
What do you mean?
Dude, if he just has meta, we're still waiting.
Oh, true.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I can't.
Okay, so
I'm going to become the Joker.
If there is a meta, though, then we're only waiting for Jinzo to drop so that Crane can get tributed. That's the only thing we're waiting for, because then you can get Chaos also. Actually, you could tear, you could suck the Crane and then sit, because then you remove the ability to get a light. But I guess you just lose the instant that Dimension Fusion gets played. Yeah. Really, there's no way.
If that's another scapegoat, I'm going to slam my head against a wall.
I'm going to be honest, I don't see a way for Insidious to win this one. Is it Insidious? It's Infusion.
Infusion's Cap.
My brain is completely scrambled. I'm talking about Insidious, I'm talking about Mad Cap, but it's Infusion's Cap.
It's Insidious Cap.
Oh
my god!
Well, you better call your landlord.
I think so. Oh, I think so. I already did. He said it's probably not possible.
Well, it's not his choice, is it? Okay, it probably is. Yeah, it probably is.
Okay. They're probably gonna just do the whole thing without me. That sucks.
Ooh. I mean, if you have to go, you have to go, right?
He kind of sprung this on me yesterday once this was already planned, but
Fuck
I'm
him.
not gonna lie. Oh, I agree. Is that political to just say fuck him in reference to
Is JDZ here?
A landlord just in general? No.
Okay, yeah, fuck him. And fuck landlords in general.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Well, we did just say that on the live stream, so...
Not political.
Not political. I just hope he doesn't see the live stream.
JDC is
but honestly, the idea of my landlord sitting through this... Impossible.
Here comes
Sook again.
JDC is never going to let me back on the goat side. Never. It's not going to happen.
Oh no. Oh, we've been ejected. I don't know why that one's political, honestly. If you just look at the equation, it's like, this is silly.
It is political because the people who would be harmed by having it not be the way it is are the people who are in charge of deciding that it is the way it is. That is why it is political.
That's how a lot of it comes down to.
By the way, that statement, not political.
That's not.
I have to stop.
I mean, that's political science. That's political science right there.
But political science is political too. What are we talking about?
Of course, political science is political.
It's in the name.
It's how politics works. It's the science of it.
I have
For
to
anyone
stop
who,
that.
anyone who's out there who's sitting like, hey, these two are completely off the cuff. Like,
I feel
what
like
the hell
we're
is
the only
going
ones.
on?
I feel like we're the only ones who find the whole thing amusing anymore. Honestly, there's a good chance that nobody thought it was funny at all at any point.
And they're just the wacky emissary deck. If Toon Alligator was a level 3, I imagine there would be some wacky emissary deck I'd like to try. Gulaz, I need you to elaborate further.
Emissary Drainburn is the future.
Oh my god.
I won't.
I think it would be really good in this format, actually.
maybe. I mean, because technically like, it's a burn deck-ish that isn't reliant on floodgates, right? And that's kind of...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What are we doing?
Oh my god!
But we're taking the Sork.
We're activating and metaing. We're activating and metaing. And then all of his threats are gone.
But Diffusion just ends the game anyway.
The game's ended anyway, regardless.
Hold on, there's 1, 2... There's... Oh, Diffusion's out! Diffusion's out!
Oh my god.
That's it! There's nothing! There's one more Sork. One more Sork.
And there's a set monster. Oh my god. Did Flashy just run out of gas?
There's one more Sork.
This is insane. Oh my god, this game.
If you can deal with this final sorcerer, the game is over, because then Flashy can't do anything anymore for the rest of his life.
Double Karibo super hype moment. Beast Beats, this is the second time it's happened today.
And it's happened on double limiter removal XYZ fusions.
Yeah. I'm beyond, dude. Like honestly, we're sitting here complaining about the GOAT decks, but like that made our day. That made my day. That made my day.
There's the last one.
And it happened twice.
If this gets outed, it's game over. If this gets outed, it's game over.
It's sad that I can't like demand. I can't. No, dude, Mirror Force is gone.
No, it's not.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Oh my god.
Okay.
I feel like I should be allowed to demand that he end the game. I can't. So, that's not how this works.
So there's also Jinzo still in the deck. And I'm pretty sure that the Jinzo is
Jinzo wouldn't be lights out.
I'm pretty sure the Jinzo isn't in hand because I think he would have summoned it right here.
Oh, I would have summoned the Jinzo here.
Yeah. But the second that Sorcerer gets outed, the Jinzo is no longer summonable. So it's kind of
a race against time. Hold on a sec.
If you can
the 3 gates are gone.
If you can
wait, there's only one meta. If you go meta, steal, tribute summon Jinzo.
If you have a Regeki break, then that is already over. Like, you just need to out this before Jinzo happens. 2 decrees are out. I'm not sure if he even plays 3.
Oh, yeah, and one of the monsters... He has a Suik in hand, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
This has been wild.
He didn't set the Tsuk. He didn't set the Tsuk, so he must have something. Heavy. Show it to me.
Well, he better have that something now.
There's the goats.
He has another goddamn scapegoat.
And... Okay, so there's one turn where Flash can clear 2 by banishing and then tributing for Jinzo for the attack. But this is going to stall for a while. And you still have the Tsuk as well. And the Tsuk is going to stall another one. Okay, Mirror Force though. Because he knows he has to finish the game. It's not about defense anymore. He has to win now. He has 4 draws left into the deck. Defense doesn't matter. We're banishing. We're banishing tokens instead of attacking because reasons. It doesn't matter.
Flashy was just praying it wasn't a goat. That seems like it's all it was.
Yeah, probably trying to read the Mirror Force because that was the one thing that would have helped. Okay, now we're getting a little impatient.
I'd be.
Banish 1 token.
I'm giving a warning Cap.
Oh, it disconnected.
Oh. You know
what? I think this is a perfect time to reset the stream, honestly.
And it's time to start praying. Okay, Cap is back. Cap is back. History of Yu-Gi-Oh! 101. Coach J, my friend, it is very close to the time where Flashy has run out of gassy. This one has taken us to the end of our road. Oh my god.
That's the out. It's game over.
That's the out.
Curtains.
The end.
And
but this could also be curtains. This could also be curtains.
Imagine if this is a fake banish.
Cap.
Imagine if this is a fake banish. Imagine if Cap doesn't have a Chaos Monster and is just doing this to try to make Flashy forfeit the game. Would we have to give it a warning for that?
I was a poli-sci major. It's all nonsense, says Nate Dogg. Poli-sci, all nonsense. I believe that. I was a sociology major, and it was a lot of nonsense. I take my major like a little bit seriously, but not too much.